go back again and putting things into perspective, or perspective radio, whatever you guys want to call it. It's perspective radio.
It's what they want.
Get it right.
It's what you want. Yeah.
It's perspective radio. Get it right.
Damn right.
Okay.
I said, damn.
Now we want to mess with the effects again, I think.
And remember, if your neck, check your neck, because if it's red, you want to go to county line drag racing. Oh yeah. I was bored this morning, and I wouldn't say. I was asking where the hood is, and I wouldn't say we're in the hood. We're near the hood. I'd say the hood is a little west of here, maybe a little south too. But at any rate, I was bored, so I put on my county line drag racing shirt, lit up a cigar, and went for a nice walk in the hood. But nobody was really awake in the morning, so I knew it was okay. Here, I'm dominating the air. You say some stuff.
Okay.
Tell a story. Tell a funny story.
Funny story
Or anything else.
would be I don't know, I drank too much coffee. Hold on. Let's put on some effects.
Coffee, that should have you just chattering away.
No, I'm ADHD.
Oh yeah, reverse effect.
Yeah.
I forgot. But
Put on too much coffee. Oh, hold on.
if I could find who County Line Drag Racing actually is, I'd wear that. I'd like this shirt. Even though I'm anti-redneck, right? Drag racing's better than NASCAR racing. It really is. You know, you get to see cars squealing their tires, you know, and burning off at speeds like 300 miles an hour, which is much better than you know, belching flames, which is better than watching, you know, a whole bunch of guys in a continuous left turn for hours, wouldn't you say?
We're in cotton candy mode right now.
Oh yeah, cotton candy mower, that's pretty interesting.
We haven't tried that one yet. It's not very interesting at all. Let's go to
I'll be back.
this movie. Alright. Now we're back in the 50s. They didn't have ties in the 50s.
Here, let me see this for a
No,
second.
hold on. We're
No,
not
I'm
talking
not
about the 50s for a
Oh, we don't have any more.
No, it's just
Wait,
fun.
yo, we gotta have more.
No, that's all the effects. This is where you can get more effects.
Oh,
They
okay.
didn't have the effects in the 50s.
You're right, they didn't.
They didn't have water in the 50s.
No?
They couldn't drink in the 50s.
Well, they didn't have clean water. That's why they drove.
In the
took
50s,
rock.
we used to walk 55 miles to school in the blistering cold through the polar ice caps of
Poland.
this place that has polar ice caps in it.
Greenland?
And then back 45 miles. They gave us a break on the way back. Warp gate. But then again, we didn't have warp gates in the
not clean
50s.
water?
No, we didn't have warp gates in the 50s, but some of us had special privileges.
Ah.
See, I invented a time machine that I like to call Shelley.
How does Shelley work?
Our sponsors will explain the time machine. One of our sponsors is back there that will explain the time machine named Shelley. Could you please clarify how Shelley works?
It's like, you don't have a time machine there. I don't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't. Okay, the sponsor is trying to keep a low key on the time machine right now, so he doesn't want to explain to us how the time machine works, but we do.
It's powered by
We do have a time machine. It's like this, no, like this big. It travels us through time. We're in the 50s right now. Look at us.
Actually, I think we're getting pretty close to the 60s with the tire on the head.
What?
Tire around the head. Isn't that a 60s thing?
I don't know. I was just doing that.
Well, no, I know, but I think they did it in the 60s. I know they do it in Japan.
Well, whenever I try to do, someone has always done it before me. So.
Somebody's always done everything.
Except not in the 50s. In the 50s, they didn't do anything.
They didn't have everything. They didn't have anything.
They didn't have anything in
They
the 50s.
didn't have the word everything because everything wasn't there.
Well, this is the 50s. The 50s are imaginary. I mean, this is a concept.
When we would say everything, they'd have to say something.
We did have this in the 50s, wrong.
Hey, you know what they did have? Boogers.
I have to do that every time.
Yeah, I'll do that every time. Don't worry, I didn't actually pick a book. I wouldn't do that in somebody else's room.
It still appears that you didn't. Let's go to the different effects.
Oh yeah, I can either do. I said I can either do the. I can get the Bruce Campbell chin, or I can get the bullfrog neck.
Powering up.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
So you can jowl against something all you want, and you can gobble against it all you want. But the bullfrog trumps that, so I ribbit for it.
This is weird.
Oh, that's pretty cool. See, now you look like the guy in the picture of the thing.
The guy in the picture of the thing.
Yeah, yeah. With the stretched chin and the thing on the screen there. So another thing that I did at Cambridge
Okay, that's weird.
was
I still feel like my body is disproportionate to my head. I have self-esteem issues. My head feels too small for my body.
That's
I don't
okay.
know why.
My chin feels too big for my face.
I have
And also,
big
this hand
hands.
looks funny.
I have big hands.
One normal hand, one big one.
I have other hands. Ooh, yeah, my hands are kind of like
forgetting
disproportionate. These are my hands.
I can't wait to work on it on my eyes, but anyway. Another thing I did at Cambridge was there was a church, an old church, right? And remember, I'm no longer Catholic anymore. So there was an old church across from the college gates. I was at Jesus College, or 31 colleges at Cambridge last time I checked, if I
And you were
remember correctly. And there was, no smoking within the college grounds. Which, now a college there is not like a college here. University is huge. Each college is only a few hundred students, and about, a campus of about commensurate size. So, across from the gates is where we go out and smoke. And there was this really low wall. There was this really, a couple feet maybe. Probably hundreds and hundreds of years old, right? Around the churchyard. And so, people would sometimes, when intoxicated, pee or throw up, on or over the wall. Well, what I did one time, because I was feeling frisky,